Hey everybody, Aaron Cowan, Sage Dynamics. Today we're taking a look at the Trijicon RX30 Reflex sight. Now the RX30 is a Reflex dual illumination sight, no battery power. It's tritium and fiber optic powered, so you never have to replace the batteries. It's got a very wide objective lens, and it is a green dot, which Trijicon's been doing those in the past. They're still doing them. It's 6.5 MOA. Now most people wouldn't consider a dot of that size for a rifle, but for home defense or close range purposes, the 6.5 dot is actually a really good choice. Now the RX30 ships with their standard riser height mount. It does co-witness well with your flip-up sights, pretty much any flip-up sights you're going to use. I use Troy's. As far as the glass goes, it's one projection piece of glass. The rest of it is the actual dual illumination housing, and the protection for the glass and the housing itself is built in, so it doesn't have a lot of tunneling effect. It actually has a really wide field of vision. I've been working with the optic for a little while. At this point, today I've got 300 rounds through it. I put some ammo through it before on a previous trip to the range. I've had it for a couple weeks. One of the things I really like about it is it doesn't need a battery. One of the things I guess like to say I don't like about it is the size of the 6.5 MOA dot. However, from what I understand, Trijicon at this point doesn't, they're not able to make a green projection dot any smaller than that. So if you want green, and green's a great color, that's as small as you're going to be able to get right now. Now, because of the size of the dot, I think it's best suited for a 25 300 meter zero. That's actually what I have on this gun right now. I did zero it at 50 originally, and at 50 meters, that 6.5 MOA dot is covering up a lot of the objective. You still get consistent groups as long as you're doing your fundamentals correct. However, the dot is covering your entire point of aim. So it's really hard to fine-tune your precise accuracy. 25 300 is a great zero if your gun is going to be, if you're expecting to use your gun primarily for a home defense weapon where your shooting distances are going to be really close. The size of the dot, as you'll see, also lends itself really well to confronting threats at closer distances than further away. Is this an optic I would choose if I was expecting to shoot 200, 300, 400 meters? Absolutely not. But that's not really what Trijicon had in mind with the design of this optic. This is a close range, reflex, very fast optic. You don't have to turn it on, you don't have to turn it off. It's just ready to go at all times. And unlike some Trijicons in the past, this one still maintains a very, very good, as you'll see, bright dot, even when you completely cover the fiber optic sun intake. Just as a practical demonstration and anecdotal demonstration, I'm going to go ahead and demo. And again, this is my shooting ability. Obviously, the optic is going to be more precise than I can ever be. The gun is going to be more accurate than I can ever be. But I'm going to go ahead and do a 5-round group. I'm at about probably about 7 yards. You know, and again, in self-defense situations, we don't really have those bright line distances to know exactly how far we are from the threat. So we kind of got to guesstimate things. This is a 25 300 meter zero on this rifle. Go ahead and do a 5-round group. Now, standing about 5 meters, 5 yards, right in that area. My point of aim obviously was up because of the zero distance. My point of impact a little bit lower. Not my best group ever, but it's consistent. Obviously, we're just demoing more of the optic than we are the rifle. Obviously, the rifle's inherent accuracy factors into that. But from that range, the dot is perfect. It's really easy to pick up, and you don't have the tendency to chase it as much because it fills up more of the threat or the target. Now, from 25 meters, real quick and dirty group, let's go take a look and see what it looks like. 25 meters, kneeling, supported obviously, real quick and dirty. I could have taken my time a little more, could have dialed it in. Obviously, I think my zero is just a little bit off as far as windage is concerned, but I don't care. It's still really, really good hits. Obviously from back there, there's no way for me to know where the rounds are hitting. From that distance, the dot does fill up more of the target, so that is a concern. But as far as close quarters, your general more likely shooting situations, it's a really great optic, I think, for those close-in situations. Now, a potential con, and I kind of already mentioned it already, is the fact that it's dual illumination, so it's not battery powered. It's either tritium or it's fiber optic from the sun. One of the potential drawbacks is in extremely no lume, darkness, no ambient light situations, the dot's going to be pretty dim. You can still see it, because in an environment like that, anything that produces light is going to be, the eye is going to be more attracted to it because it's dark, it's looking for light. But I noticed just putting it in the darkest room possible in my house, it was dim enough to where I could still pick it up, but I wasn't as comfortable with it as I would have been with a lower setting like an actual battery powered optic. That's really the only drawback, and again, especially in today's world, it's extremely hard to get in that kind of a dark environment unless it's artificially produced. Even indoors with buildings with windows and things like that, you're going to have enough ambient light coming in that wouldn't be an issue. But it is a potential problem. If it's something you're concerned about, you might want to go with a battery powered unit instead. But a lot of the great advantages on this is it's very user friendly. You don't have to turn it on, and it's ready to go as soon as you pick it up. I'm Aaron Cowan with Sage Dynamics, training coordinator. Damn it, moving!